right there is where the bad spot is. Got it. Okay, good. Did you guys hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a posterior atlas. Gummy here today, and this is one of the owners, Dennis. We also here run over a quick second, we'll say hello, and this is Kiwi.
Hi.
So these are the mom and dad of Gummy. Now, how old is Gummy?
She's 11.
11, wow.
Just turned 11 yesterday.
And what's amazing is, and I had a dog like this once with the personality of a puppy, so no one ever told her that she's 11, right?
Exactly.
She still has that puppy quality, right?
That's right.
And hopefully she'll have that puppy quality her whole life. You are still a puppy. You're a puppy. Okay, so what's happened recently is that Gummy somehow or sometimes displays a little limping after hard playing, right?
Correct, yeah.
Describe it a little bit.
Kind of like the day after we play, she'll kind of start to limp. She can't really put a lot of weight on it, and even kind of like getting up and down from the bed is a bit tough, so we have to get like stairs and carry her.
Interesting note is, if you ever get a chance, just get an x-ray of her hips. And one of the good reasons to do that is it gives you a reference point. So even though she's a young 11 years old, sometimes you don't see anything, but then you can refer back to the one taken in 2024, 2 or 3 years later, and see if there's a shift. So changes on x-rays are as important as a clinical finding on that specific day. You have a reference point to look back. And it might be worth just having one. A different type of pit bulls or English bulldogs, French, all the different bulldogs do have a high incidence of hip dysplasia. And it doesn't mean that they get full-blown, horrible chronic ones. So they can have a slight presentation of it. And it's good to check. And it would be good just to be aware of it because prevention is always good. And with any type of hip or rear end issues, it's always good to keep your dog on weight and not obese. And also to keep the toenails super clipped and trimmed, that helps too. And then also to, if the dog does come up limp at the park when you have the dog off leash, start timing it and literally take out your phone and put the timer on and then say, okay, today we're gonna do 11 minutes. And then see if there's a limp. If there is a limp, then maybe choose 9 or 8 minutes. Find the sweet spot and get the dog on the leash prior to limping, preemptively, and get the dog out. Doesn't mean the dog can't have a great time on the leash, but off leash, start to like go, what's the sweet spot where your dog can play really hard, but not come up with a limp? Because the dog, even though your dog thinks it's a puppy, it still is a senior dog at 11. And you have to be more discerning as the parent. And so that's just good to do is literally time it and make your own little chart about it. And then adhere to that, what findings the analytics are showing you. And then you can back it up and go, we got 7 minutes, go to it. And then back on the leash, get home without a limp. You'll get, once you have 2 or 3 trials at that, you'll have the data to know what's appropriate for your dog at 11, then at 12, then at 13, and different ages of his life, because you always want to quit while you're ahead, not when you're into an area of limping. So let's get started. Let's get cracking. What do you think? Can we start today? Can I work with you? I always like to ask. Would it be okay if we do a little work? Could I say that's a yes? Okay, that's a yes. All right, I asked for that. Did you notice?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it okay if we get started?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
So one of the first things I want to do is just check the cervicals. And you know, a little tight here because a dog's head should come all the way to 90 very easily. And it's a little restricted at the top. So let's release that first. Did you guys hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a posterior atlas. Now watch the difference. Watch this.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So that was really good. That made a lot. Can you hear
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I felt that too.
Yeah. All right, so that's good. So I got the atlas already. The rest of the neck feels good. There's a little spot here. So rub into this spot.
Okay.
You feel some muscle now. Do you know that?
Yeah.
And there's a little rotation, and that's C5. So I'm going to just get that one too. You'll feel it already. It's already less.
Oh yeah, it's already loosened up.
Yeah. I'm going to come down the back. Dogs have 7 bones in their neck. So do most or all mammals except manatees and sloths. So even a giraffe has 7 bones in their neck, or a mouse has 7 bones in their neck. And dogs and cats have 7 bones, humans have 7 bones. We differ in the thoracic, so humans have 12, dogs and cats have 13, horses usually have 18, and so you have 13. Don't forget, because I'm going to be testing you later today. And so here's T1, T2, T3 through T8 is basically the withers on a dog or the withers on a horse. On a horse, that's kind of where the saddle comes up to, and then the rest of the horse's saddle is here on a horse, but you don't wear saddles or use saddles. And so I'm coming down the back. I'm leaving the harness on because I can work around it really, and this way Dennis can hold on to Gummy without any trouble because it gives us 2 hand grips. So I'm coming down here. I don't anticipate seeing much here, but once we get to the thoracolumbar junction, which is T13 through L1, that's where we'll start to see, and we're already getting tenderness. So now Gummy's wincing a little bit in this area because we're now in the thoracolumbar junction. So I'm actually a little higher, I'm at T11. So anywhere between those transition areas, T11 through L2, is a lot of where a quadruped is going to be fighting gravity. Their 4 legs are spread apart, and this is the long area of the middle that gravity pulls down on. There's more wear and tear there, a higher incidence of arthritis, IBDD. Even though her personality is young, she still has 11 years of aging, and that actually helps, so thank you. And so we're going to try to get this spot here. So I'm actually set up on T12, and I'm going to put my leg under here to act as like a little chiropractic table. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. One. And here. Ooh, that's a bad one.
That's
Sorry.
That's
so that's even lower. You're gonna like this, babe, because this is gonna help you. Right there is where the bad spot is. Got it. All right. So let's check here. This is the tuber sacralis. Right in between is sacral base. Good. I got that one. Tail feels good. Let's bring your leg up. Let's bring it into a little extension. That's the good side. And then this is the side that's been the trouble for you lately. And this is a little tender here. So she's a little bit more pulling away from me. So we're going to adjust the hip. So I feel like a little superior femoral head here. It's just a slight misalignment. So I just want to get on that. I'm also going to do the sacrotuberous ligament at a 45-degree angle up towards the left ilium or ASIS. And I'm also going to do a little bit of a lift here. Now you're going to hold the front end, so you're going to put your hands under her chest.
Yep.
And I'm going to lift her legs up.
Okay.
There, one more time. Okay. Okay, good. Better.
Oh yeah.
She's not pulling away anymore.
Yeah.
Let's look at the front leg. So you take my spot,
okay.
And I'm going to come around to the front. Sometimes the front shoulders get a little tight from playing. So here, watch this. You're going to hold her.
Okay.
There we go. And this one too. Ooh, did you hear that crack?
Yeah, I heard that crack.
Good, so I guess you needed that one. Let me check your little TMJ. Ooh, there. Good. I think you're good. All right, let's get her on the ground, see if she wants to shake. Okay, so you're shake immediately.
Oh.
Good. So we did a good job. So there's more shaking. And that's really good. It's just a good factory reset.
Got it.
So I think that went well. So we adjusted the cervicals. The first thing I did was a posterior arch of Atlas. And just kind of open that up to bring the extension back. That also helps the whole cervical spine and takes pressure off the dura down the whole spine. Then we also found a little bit at C5 on the left. That helps reduce a knot. And look who likes me now, right? Because we did some good stuff and found some stuff in the thoracolumbar junction. Even though it was tender, she let me have it. And then we did some hip stuff. We definitely found some stuff on the left hip. The left hip was tight, but by the time I was done, she relaxed into it. Did you see?
Yeah.
So first she was really guarded. So she was, every time I moved the left leg, she was jerking it. And then finally she allowed me to like move it up and down. And relatively she was relaxed compared to the beginning when she was very guarded and hesitant to let me have it. So now we have a friendly, happy dog. Well, we always had one, but I mean, she seems to not mind me so much is what I meant. You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think he loves you.
All right, good. Thanks, everybody. Did we do good?
Gummy done this.
Are we okay together? Yeah, you liked your treatment. All right. And also the shoulders. Did you see the shoulders?
The neck too. I didn't even know the neck would have like crooked.
Wow.
I think that crack was the loudest. I was very surprised. Yeah.